Hi, this is Mary Miller, and I'm here to talk more about changing direction. Today I want to talk a little bit about your thinking. Are you thinking positive, or are you stuck in that stinking thinking thing that goes on? You know how we can't control the thoughts that pop in our head, but every once in a while that negative thought of so-and-so may be talking about you, or why didn't he say that I look pretty, or why didn't she accept my invitation, and we immediately think all the worst thing about ourselves and about them. That's the stinking thinking, and our thinking creates our attitude. And when our attitude is stinky, nobody really wants to be around us. And it creates an energy that it distracts what we want in our life instead of attracting what we want. I frequently think of it like a remote control. As I said, we can't control the thoughts that pop in our head. The only control we do have is the 6 inches between our ears of what happens after the thought comes into our head. Are you feeding that thought, or can you change the channel like the remote control? If you don't like a thought that's popped up in there, instead of feeding it and going with that thought, stop it in its tracks. Hit that pause button and find something else to think about. Change the channel, find another program, find another conversation. We don't have to feed it. There's a great Indian proverb that I really like. It's a grandfather was talking to his grandson, and he said, "Grandson, there's two wolves that live inside of each of us. One wolf is full of hatred, anger, and vengeance. The other wolf is full of love, kindness, and joy." And the grandson looked at him puzzled and said, "But grandfather, which wolf will live?" And the grandfather said, "That depends on which one you feed." That's the same with our thinking. If we feed the hatred and anger and resentment that happens in our lives, it won't move us forward to achieve our dreams or anything else that we want in our life. And it frequently will create destructive behaviors and patterns. So a lot of these things change when we embrace change. We have to really embrace our thinking process too. And what can you do to feed yourself? For myself personally, when I exercise every morning, I listen to podcasts. And I've been really attracted to listen to a lot of different types of spiritual podcasts, so that feeds my brain with positive thinking and positive energy to start out the day. And it sets the tracks. The rest of the day will go along that way. So when I'm moving forward and working on my relationships, because it's no fun working on dreams by ourselves, we all want to have great relationships with people in our family, our spouse, or if you don't have a spouse yet, you want to attract a spouse. So having these great conversations with people to build relationships pretty much starts with how you're thinking first. Because what happens into your heart kind of goes up into your brain and comes out of your mouth. And there's a lot of us that don't have really strong filters that prevent us from saying things that could be perceived as harmful to somebody else. So first you got to take care of yourself too. When you think differently, talk to yourself differently. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you're getting ready, do you complain about the bags under your eyes and how tired you look? Or do you look in the mirror and say, "Looking good today"? Try that. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, go to the mirror and say, "Hey, looking good. We're going to have a great day. It's a really good thing I chose to be in a good mood today." It'll change your thinking, it'll change the course of the direction, and it'll help you attract things in your life that will help you achieve the dreams that you want to build. Change directions and dream big.